Greetings, everyone. Well, I enjoy a good laugh. Who doesn't? If you don't like to laugh, then there is something seriously wrong with your life, and you should get things sorted out. Myself, I love a good laugh, especially to counter the crushing depression that I often feel. I got no dreams, man! I'm all dead inside! Sorry, random quote from an old Jim Carrey HBO special. So today on the Multimedia Chronicles, we're going to talk about a few comedy Blu-rays I picked up recently. Today on the Multimedia Chronicles. Welcome back. Okay, so you've probably seen some of these kicking around lately. They seem to be really popular right now, and I certainly have no complaints because it's a really affordable way to get a bunch of movies for your Blu-ray collection without busting the bank. So when I saw this particular 3-movie collection on the shelf, I just couldn't pass it up. I mean, first off, it's 3 fantastic comedy movies that I love. Second off, it's 3 that I used to have on DVD and sold and have been wanting to get back into the collection. And hey, if I can get them back into the collection and upgrade them to Blu-ray in one fell swoop for very minimal cost, well, that seems like a no-brainer to me. Why would I say no to that? What am I talking about? Well, a collection from Fox. Yeah, I know we have kind of mixed feelings about Fox, but they do have some pretty good movies in their library, and this is 3 of them. This is a collection they call the Funny Guy Collection, and here's what it consists of. Napoleon Dynamite, Office Space, and Young Frankenstein, all in one convenient 3-pack. Not too shabby. I love all these movies, so to be able to get all 3 of these back into the collection for minimal cost and in upgraded Blu-ray quality, why the heck not? Plus, I'd seen reviews for all 3 of these, and they were all really favorable reviews in terms of picture, sound quality, and extras, so I was like, okay, sold. Normally, this set retails for about $60-70 bucks, but it was on sale, and I think they're still on sale actually, for 20 bucks. So basically you get 3 movies for the price of 1. Not too shabby at all. So let's take a look at the contents here. So you got all 3 movies just in a basic box. But here's one of the things that's cool about it. Young Frankenstein actually comes with the slipcase. Yeah, I see the standalone edition of this, often without the slipcase. So I was like, that was just another selling point for me. It's like, wait a minute, looking at, even through the shrink wrap, you could tell that it had the slipcase. And I was just like, Young Frankenstein actually has the slipcase? Sweet! So it was just like, sealed the deal right there. So let's take a look at what's on each of these sets here. So first, of course, we have Napoleon Dynamite. Now, you may recall I used to have the, what was it called? The best special edition ever, I think it was called. And as far as I'm aware, all of the extras from that special edition are on this Blu-ray. Plus, it's a really, really nice transfer. I mean, especially considering it was basically a low-budget film to begin with. They did a beautiful job on the transfer here. And for those wondering, this is the special edition cut as well, that has the wedding of Kip and Lawanda at the end of the movie, after the credits. So this is the full-length version. So in terms of special features, or as they call them, flippin' features, we have outtakes and deleted scenes with commentary by Jared Hess, Jeremy Kuhn, and John Heder. Palooka, original short film. Audio commentary by director, co-writer Jared Hess, producer Jeremy Kuhn, and actor John Heder. Cast commentary by Aaron Ruel, Efren Ramirez, John Greaves, and Tina Majorino. So you actually have 2 full-length commentaries, plus commentaries on the outtakes and deleted scenes, so that's pretty cool. The Making of the Wedding of the Century. On Location, Napoleon Dynamite. World Premiere, Jared Hess documentary. Napoleon Sightings. MTV on-air promo spots. And Stills Gallery. So as far as I recall, that's everything from the old special edition, and if there's anything missing, I don't think it's anything significant. So, yeah, I don't feel too bad about getting rid of the DVD edition now. The only thing I regret is the DVD edition did have a nice slipcover. It's all about the slipcovers, eh? Yeah, whereas this one does not. So let's take a quick peek inside. Nothing too special. We got the Eco Pack, which I know everybody loves, and just some nice disc art on there of Napoleon, looking like Napoleon. And there you go. And as an interesting side note, some of you may have heard there's actually a Napoleon Dynamite animated series in the works to premiere, I think, later this year or next year or something. I think it's later this year. But the interesting thing to note is the entire original cast has reunited to do the voices of all the characters. So it will be the original actors doing the voices of the characters in the animated series. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that because I loved the movie. Then of course we have Office Space. Now you want the textbook definition of a sleeper hit, this is it. I don't even remember this one appearing in theaters. I know it had a theatrical release, but I never saw it. I saw it for the first time on VHS. And I just fell in love with it the first time I saw it. And everybody I know has seen this movie and loves it. There's just some kind of universal appeal about this movie. I think anybody who's ever worked in an office or even just any kind of job that they hate can relate to some aspect of this movie. And it's just one of those things. You know, it's great stuff. I love it. So anyway, this is of course the special edition with flair, although I do remember when this came out on DVD originally, this particular edition, there was a collector's pack you could get that actually had a little mini red stapler and it had some other swag in it as well. I can't remember. I think my brother has that edition. He was very excited to get that. But anyway, you know me, I like the swag sometimes, but most of the time it's more about the disc-based content. So let's take a look at what's on this particular edition of Office Space. We have Post-it Pandemonium, the Apathy on Men trivia track. Games, Grab the Stapler, Printer Beatdown, Whack a Drone, and Jump to Conclusions 2.0. I think some of those might be, actually be Blu-ray exclusives, because they're actually interactive games, some of which you play during the movie. Like for example, Grab the Stapler is you have to try to steal the stapler away from Milton whenever he's not looking. So that's something that's done over the course of the movie, I guess. Whenever I haven't actually played that one, I just sort of read the instructions for it. Then there's Printer Beatdown, which basically allows you to beat the crap out of the printer when they're in the field there. Whack-a-Drone, I don't actually recall what that one is because I haven't played it. I did play Jump to Conclusions 2.0 though. Jump to Conclusions 2.0, you literally get the Jump to Conclusions mat, and it basically acts like a magic 8-ball. So you think of a question, because, you know, telepathy is a feature of Blu-ray. Yes. You think of a question, and then you click enter, and then it randomly picks an answer for you. So pretty cool. Jump to Conclusions 2.0. Then we have Out of the Office, an Office Space retrospective with writer-director Mike Judge. That's not just with Mike Judge, it's actually with a lot of the cast members as well, and like everybody talks about, you know, just how they were surprised that it took off as much as it did and stuff like that, and can't believe like how many people love it and can relate to it and things like that. Then we have 8 deleted scenes, some of which are quite good actually. I particularly like the one where Peter chews out Mina for not having any variation in her voice when she answers the phone. It's like, put a little variation in it for God's sake, will ya? It's actually quite a funny little scene, but I can see why they cut it out. It kind of interrupts the flow. So, pretty cool. And then the original theatrical trailer, whoop-de-doo. So, yeah, not a bad little addition at all. Let's take a peek on the inside. There we go. Once again, we have the Eco Pack and just some disc art there. No inserts. So, yeah. Office Space Special Edition. Again, very nice transfer. Don't know what more I can say about it, really. It's frickin' Office Space. What more do you need to know? Get it. It's an awesome movie. And then finally, we have Young Frankenstein, which, again, is a beautiful black and white transfer in this case. And great stuff. I really enjoy watching this, having seen all of the original Frankenstein movies. Because I didn't realize just how much of this is based on the first 3 Frankenstein movies from the Universal Monsters series. A good chunk of it is actually based on the 3rd one, Son of Frankenstein, which when I originally saw this, I had not seen Son of Frankenstein yet, so I didn't pick up on that. But now, having seen all of the Frankenstein movies, I find I get a lot more out of this than I used to. I mean, it's just a great film on its own, but if you've seen the original Universal Monsters Frankenstein movies, in particular the first three, you will get so much more out of this. So I highly recommend doing that. Make it a quadruple bill. Watch the first three Universal Monsters Frankenstein movies, and then watch Young Frankenstein. You will not be disappointed. It is an experience that you will never forget. Just do it. Make it a Halloween thing or something. Just do it. You won't regret it. So anyway, Young Frankenstein, really a film that needs no introduction. It's both a parody and love letter to the classic Frankenstein movies of the 30s and 40s. Just great, great stuff. Mel Brooks and Gene Wilder and Marty Feldman and everybody are just in fine form. They're all at like the height of their comedic power when they made this film. So let's take a look at the special features here. This is one thing I love about Mel Brooks DVDs and Blu-rays is he always makes them deluxe packages. He just goes all out and gives you a huge package of stuff. So this one is no exception. Here's what we got. We have feature-length commentary by Mel Brooks, Inside the Lab, Secret Formulas in the Making of Young Frankenstein, The Franken Track, a monstrous conglomeration of trivia, Blucher Button. I guess you can just say Blucher and freak out the horse every time. It's Alive, creating a monster classic featurette. Transylvanian Lullaby, the music of John Morris. Making Frankensense of Young Frankenstein featurette. Outtakes, isolated score track. Interviews with Marty Feldman, Gene Wilder, and Cloris Leachman. Deleted scenes, production photo galleries, and more. Yeah, so this is just a huge loaded package, as most of Mel Brooks' DVD and Blu-ray releases are. Yeah, so the other one I need to get back into the collection is Spaceballs. I don't know if that one has a slipcover, but I'm going to keep an eye out for it. Yeah, I know some of you are probably wondering, why don't you just get the big box set of Mel Brooks that came out? Yeah, I guess I could do that, but honestly, I'd rather have them individually because, you know, I would put a lot of the Mel Brooks stuff together, but something like this, which is a direct parody of the Universal Monsters movies, I would probably be more inclined to put in with the Universal Monsters collections. Just like how I have my DVD of Tim Burton's Ed Wood next to my Ed Wood collection. You know what I mean? It's because they're connected, they're related. So that's kind of how I do things. It depends. Sometimes I'll organize by director, sometimes I won't. But in this case, I would probably feel more inclined to put it next to the Universal Monsters stuff. So for that reason, yeah, I tend not to get the big box sets because I like to keep them separate so I can kind of slot them into the collection wherever I want. Or sometimes, you know, take like the James Bond collections. I've seen a lot of the James Bond box set collections, Blu-rays on sale, again for $20 a piece, so $20 for 3 movies. I wouldn't want to get those because they're not in chronological order. In the case of James Bond, I like to organize them chronologically, so I know a lot of people who prefer that as well. And we're all kind of scratching our heads as to why all the DVD and Blu-ray releases seem to be completely random order for the box sets. So anyway, yeah, so there you go. The Funny Guy collection. I don't know, I'm probably not even going to keep this box because it just seems kind of silly to have them all in the box. I've just been keeping them together for the purpose of this update. But I'm probably going to chuck the box or put it away somewhere and then just have the 3 movies separate and slotted into their respective sections in the Blu-ray library. So not a bad deal for $20. A lot of entertainment there, and a lot of all 3 of these are very loaded. So definitely good value getting all 3 of these for $20. So I've seen these 3-packs on sale all over the place. Best Buy has them. That's where I got mine. If you're wondering about what I got for a discount, I think I got like $1 off because, you know, it was already discounted so much there wasn't really much more they could discount it. And that's fine, whatever. I mean, I was just happy to get all 3 of these so cheap. I mean, that's a fantastic deal. I mean, those movies normally go for close to $20 each, so definitely a good deal. I've also seen them at Future Shop, and I think Walmart has a few as well. So if you poke around some of your local stores, you can probably find this 3-pack and likely a bunch of other ones as well. One actually I really want to pick up is there's a Marvel 3-pack that has the Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer, and Daredevil Director's Cut all together in a 3-pack for $20. So good cheap way to get those 3 movies. I know a lot of people don't care for those particular ones. It's like, yeah, they're cheap because everybody hates them. But, yeah, you know, whatever. Something for the Marvel collection. And I liked the Daredevil director's cut. And I liked the extended cut of the first Fantastic Four. I have not seen the theatrical version. And I have not seen Rise of the Silver Surfer yet, so I can't really say one way or the other. But that's another story for another time. For now, that's it from me to you. So thanks for watching, and sayonara. I certainly have no complaints because it's a really affordable way to get a bunch. Now, this was just so to be able to get all 3 of these back into my collection in one fell swoop normally. And for those wondering, this is the special edition cut as well that has the medding. The medding? The fuck is a medding? So, although the it had some other swag. Whack-a-drone. Then we have Out of the Office, an office space, because I didn't realize just how much of this is actually based on all 3 of the from Universal. I would, or sometimes I've also seen them at that has the medding. The fuck is a medding?